My name is Clint Rountree, Director of High School Relations at the University of Tulsa. The Director of High School Relations works primarily with all the on-campus recruiting. Those items include all on-campus official visits, unofficial visits, summer camps, junior days, and game day recruiting. I started my football career here at the University of Tulsa in 2001. Played here for 4 years in the defensive secondary, was a 2.5-year starter under Steve Cragthorpe. From that point, I was a graduate assistant for 2 years, 2005 and 2006, working with the secondary. In 2005, we were able to win the Conference USA Championship for the first time in school history, and also win the Liberty Bowl in Memphis, Tennessee. In 2006, I worked with the secondary as well under defensive coordinator Keith Patterson, where we had an appearance in the Armed Forces Bowl down in Dallas, Texas. From that point, I took my first full-time job in Golden, Colorado for Bob Stitt, coaching the wide receivers at Colorado School of Mines. Had an outstanding year that year, won 7 games, led the conference in passing, coached receivers, and I loved working on the offensive side of the ball for the first time as a coach. From that point, I moved on to Delta State University in Mississippi for 2008 and 2009, working for Ron Roberts. Led the secondary statesman to a 2008 conference championship. We won 10 games and finished 6th in the nation at the end of the year. From that point in 2010, I came back to the University of Tulsa as a defensive graduate assistant, this time working with the linebackers for Coach Patterson. We had an outstanding year as well, finished with 10 wins, defeated Notre Dame at South Bend, Indiana, and finished with a victory in the Hawaii Bowl on Christmas Eve. When Coach Graham left to go to Pittsburgh University, Bill Blankenship was hired as the head coach here at Tulsa, and he promoted me to the Director of High School Relations role. It's my first full-time Division I opportunity, and I've been in this position for the last 2 years. My goal is to be a Division I-A assistant, and I feel like I've had the background being able to work under guys like Keith Patterson and Steve Cragthorpe, and also spend a year with Chad Morris and really develop my coaching philosophy, learn how to motivate players, and learn all the different facets of football. And I feel like working with Coach Blankenship in our 2012 season will lead to success in my career, not only my career, but at the University of Tulsa. The coach that impacted my life the most was Steve Cragthorpe. When he entered the head coaching position here in 2002, December of 2002, he took this job with a program that had 2 wins before he arrived in the 2 previous years. And the first team meeting that we had, he said, "Hey, you guys are my guys. I want to be your coach. I'm excited to be your coach." And we took the same group of players that next year, 2003, and we had 8 wins and had the biggest turnaround in Division I-A in that year. And I think Coach Cragthorpe, the way he instilled confidence in a bunch of guys who had been beat down 2 years prior to that, really made an impact for me, and I know as well for a lot of my teammates. But then being able to be a player for him and a graduate assistant for 2 years, being able to work with him on both sides of the football, definitely had a big impact on my career, and it still does today. You can find me at the office.